Hello friends, and welcome to today's video. I have not done one of these WIPS videos in a little while, and I actually really need to because I have some things to catch up on. So today we're going to be going through my work in progresses and we're going to be working on them together. So if you have any work in progresses, this is your reminder to go look at them. But whether you have WIPS or a crafty project or a non-crafty project, I hope that we're able to hang out and work on our projects together in this video. As always, if you're watching this, let me know what you decided to do during this video. But other than that, let's get straight into my WIPS. Hello guys. Right now I have three projects that I want to work on in this video. Two of them are just blocking, so that doesn't really count as a WIP, I don't think, but I have been putting off blocking them. One of them was from a really long time ago, and I actually need to weave in the ends too, so that's something I've definitely been putting off. But sometimes it's easier to block stuff in batches, so I've been kind of waiting until I had more things to do, and I'm really excited to block these two items. I have this pair of shorts that I knit in my recent knitting video. I'm still not super well versed with blocking, but I don't think these are gonna change much because they were knit out of cotton, but I am hoping that it'll kind of like loosen the fabric and soften it a bit, because when I try it on it's a little bit bulky, but I think that's just the yarn I used, honestly. Either way, these turned out really comfy. You can see the whole knitting vlog here, I'll link it, and I want to make more of these with different modifications, like maybe a shorter version, because these ones are pretty high-waisted. I think if I made a shorter version with like a thinner yarn, I think they would work up super quickly. So I have this, and then I have this that I still need to weave in the ends, but this was just like a little headscarf that I'm actually really excited about because I think it would be such a cute hair accessory, and I've been wanting to do more with my hairstyles and I do absolutely nothing. So I think hair scarves are the answer, but I've just been so lazy to weave in the ends and block this, and this one like needs to be blocked because it looks like curl. So let's go block these two items. We're now in the bathroom. I'm going to block these first, and then while I'm blocking these, I am going to weave in the ends of the little headscarf. I'm going to be doing this in my sink because I absolutely hate doing it in the bathtub. It's just more bending. I'm just lazy. I'm going to fill my sink with soapy water and soak it for like 10 minutes, and I'll just do them one at a time, which will work out fine because I need time to weave in those ends. I'm mid blocking those shorts, so now I'm gonna weave in the ends. This actually shouldn't take too long. I think there's only two spots where I need to do it, so it'll be really quick. Like I still don't really know how to weave in ends properly. Like I watched tutorials on it, but I'm just nervous that it's not secure enough. And like no matter what I do, it looks so noticeable, which at least in the tutorials I watched, that was normal. And like I don't understand how you're supposed to do it without the woven in part being like lumpy. Or is everyone's lumpy? I also did not leave myself a long enough tail for this one, so I'm kind of struggling, but we'll do our best. Okay, that was not that bad. Not the tail length, but like weaving it in. I filmed the whole thing, which means it took like 3 minutes. I don't know why. Weaving in the ends is so one of those things where I put it off so much for no reason. Cause it's like, I could have been wearing this months ago, but I was putting off weaving in the ends and literally it took 3 minutes. Let's go check on the shorts, and then this will be next up on the blocking board. Alright guys, we have our shorts over here, air blocking. Now we're just gonna block the headscarf. right, guys, as you can see behind me, I have both of my items blocking now. We're out to dry in the blocking process. This is what they're looking like. I'm honestly expecting this one to take a really long time to dry because it's so thick, and I'm also expecting it to not look that different after blocking just because I think I said this already, but the material, this one will probably dry a little faster because it's a really thin material. I'm hoping that this one will look really good after blocking. That's my update for now with my blocking items. This is honestly quite surprising, but I think the only item that I have that's a work in progress right now is my Sabai top, but I have come a pretty far way since I last showed you. I've just been working in the round, so it's been really simple. I think I had some big TV days, hence how it's gotten longer. We are on our third ball of yarn, and I would say maybe a fourth of the way into it, which means we are nearing completion because I used exactly 3 spools of yarn for my last Sabai top. This is what she's looking like. I think it's looking so good. I've just really been taking my time with this one and enjoying the process. And I will say, I think this one's turning out a lot better than my first one. It's just a lot neater, a lot tighter. And I think the ribbing on the side is such a nice touch. The only thing where I don't know what's going on is some of the increases have really big holes. I think it's when I make left. I don't know. One of the ways, one of the sides has way bigger holes there versus the other side. So I don't really know what's going on there, but it hasn't been that noticeable, and I'm just hoping, actually it kind of is noticeable, like right here versus this side. It's too late now, but if you know what I'm doing wrong, please tell me. Probably should have looked that up sooner, but that's one of those things I couldn't fully tell until it was literally too far gone. But I've been watching a lot of Love Island, and this is what I've been working on while I watch Love Island, and that's probably why I've gotten a lot further on it. I'm honestly pretty proud of myself for not having too many work in progresses. That is a huge improvement for me. I just got back from going on a walk, and I'm about to head to the gym. I decided to pack my pool bag and my knitting project, and I think I'm gonna go knit outside for a little bit afterwards because it's so nice and sunny out. I'm trying to make this a more regular thing because it's always so nice when I do it. Hello guys, if you guys saw my last chatty knitting vlog, you would know that I started a job recently. It is a part-time job, so I work 3 days a week, but still navigating how to fit all of my crafts that I'm used to doing into this new schedule because honestly, I get home at like 7 and I don't always have time or energy to craft. I have been knitting because we've been watching Love Island, and so I'll knit while we watch it. Well, we'll eat and watch Love Island, and then I'll knit if I have time. But I wanted to give you a little update because it has been almost 48 hours. Somehow, well, this one's dry. I might take this off tomorrow and maybe wear it. But this one, I wonder if I need to flip it over or something because it's still a little damp. It is Thursday now, and I don't work on Fridays. So I'm gonna craft a little tonight. Oh my gosh, wait, I just remembered I have a little knitting related purchase that I want to show you. I went knitting with a friend a little while ago. Oh, I hate that. Oh, how do I make it not squeak like that? I'm so dramatic, but it sounds terrible. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut it open. I'm doing something wrong here. Should not be like this. Okay, I went knitting with a friend recently, and she had knitting needle stoppers. So I bought knitting needle. Oh my gosh. Knitting needle stoppers. Oh, dang it. I actually lost it. It was all cute and funny until it's not cute and funny no more. I don't understand. Oh, I found it. It was in my knitting project. But guys, you're not gonna want to see what I got. Are you kidding me? It came in different colors. Okay, it came with these ones too, which I doubt I'm gonna use these. Came with strawberries in 4 different colors. The green one's a little weird. I mainly wanted this pink one and the red one, but maybe I'll use the yellow and green one. But I definitely don't think I'll be using these. So I'll put them back in the box. I do not allow myself to have this many knitting needle projects out at once. Let's test it out. Cause what I've been doing, and it's been like fine, but I do always get a little nervous, and I've had little slip ups where stuff comes off the needles and I've been able to like save it, but you know, I always get nervous, especially if your project's like banging around in a bag. I feel like it's just not worth the stress, but usually I just go like this and it's been okay. But why wouldn't I want knitting needle stoppers? Maybe I'll use these ones. Oh my gosh, guys, this is the best. The only thing is like, these are like small needles. So I don't know if this would actually fit around super large needles, but look how cute that is. I've needed this. I've needed this so much. I'll keep the pink ones on. I love it. Amazing, amazing purchase. I'll link this in the description. They're just from Amazon. They had a lot of different really cute ones that I was choosing between. They also had like flower ones. You guys know, I love my strawberries. Okay, it's kind of hard to take off. But I just wanted to give you guys a little life update slash a little yapping time for me. I've been working my new job for almost 3 weeks now, and it's been going really well. I really like what I've been doing. I really like my team. I'm going in office 3 times a week, which I feel like has been such a perfect balance. Like, honestly guys, before that I was very like, I would spend so much time by myself, and I am a super introverted person, but it is kind of nice to have that change in pace where like now I have coworkers, and it's been kind of fun having a big girl job now. But I'm still so grateful to be able to take 2 days of the week to still film and record my life and make content. I'm like really grateful that I was able to find a job that I not only like but also is flexible enough to allow me to still pursue content and keep up with you guys. I've done that before where I like fall off the internet because I was so busy with school or whatever I was up to, and I don't want to do that again. I think it's also made me a lot more grateful for like my simple crafts, you know? Like I really look forward to knitting at the end of the night. I feel like it makes it a little more special. Tonight's dessert of choice, our show of choice. It's the next day. I just checked in on my blocked items. They've been blocking for like, I think 2 or 3 days now, or drying, should I say. And I told you last night the headband seemed fine, but I just waited until I could take both of them off and try them on. Let's go check on our blocked pieces now. Alright, so I took both of my pieces off the towel, and this one I'm already so impressed with. Like, just the way it flows looks so much better. It's not curling anymore. And I think I already want to make another one of these, but let's just loosely try it on for right now. I used to wear so many, like, I would do like hair scarves. I don't know why I stopped doing it. They're so cute. Also, hate to admit it, but such a good way to cover oily hair, because I'm not really a hat girl, but I do be a headscarf girl. Hello? I love it. This is adorable. Can you see the design? Probably modeling this so bad, but I think this is so cute. I kind of want one in white or blue or red. Low-key any of the colors. That's adorable. Love it. Here are the shorts. They honestly look exactly the same. And I was thinking about it, like I wanted them to be more flowy after I blocked them, but I almost feel like blocking them made them more stiff. But let's give them a try on and see if they look any different. Yeah, not gonna lie, these look pretty much exactly the same. If anything, I feel like the crotch part looks kind of like more stiff, which is absolutely not the fault of the pattern. It's definitely the yarn that I use, but they're still comfy. I would maybe I'd wear these out. I don't know. I think these might be more of like lounge shorts because they're comfy. That was a bit anticlimactic, but it's okay. It had to be done. It was a little bit of an experiment. All right, guys, so I'm a little disappointed in this. I really didn't have huge expectations, but I guess that's good to know for the future because I did want to make another pair of shorts. I don't know if I'm going to try out a different pattern or I might just try to make them like not high-waisted, which I think might make them fit different. If I make them more form-fitting and tight, then I don't think I would have the like lumpy crotch problem, but a little disappointed in this, but it had to be done. This I'm super happy about, and I already want to make another one of these, and I think it'll be on the list, on the radar soon. In my recent video when I went home to Seattle and went shopping at yarn stores, I got this yarn and I think this would make for a beautiful, beautiful headscarf. But then I also realized it's like the same shade. Like obviously they're different colors, but I feel like I don't need two pink bandanas. The only other thing I can think of making with this little yarn is like a scarf, and I don't want a scarf while it's 90 degrees out here. So I'm leaning towards making another bandana with this, but maybe I should look for like a different style, or maybe I won't make it like the same eyelet pattern, but I love the eyelet pattern. I don't know. Still thinking about that. Brainstorming a project for this. I think the real lesson here is that I need to stop buying yarn for the sake of buying yarn, and I should buy yarn based on a pattern I actually want to make. But this girl never learns. Hate to admit it, but we've been watching a lot of Love Island last night. So this will speak for itself, how much yarn I have left. I would say this is like maybe less than half the spool, which means we are nearing our end here. I don't really know. Oh wow, yeah. This looks great. I should probably try this on soon, but I don't know when. I'll probably keep going for a little while because I think at the end of this, it has the same ribbing at the top to match on the bottom. And I don't know how to estimate when to do that because ideally I would use up this whole spool of yarn, but I guess it's better to start sooner and have a little yarn left over as long as you're comfortable with the length versus doing it too late and then I'd have to undo it and redo the bottom ribbing. I don't know. That's something to think about. But honestly, I started it really slowly because I think maybe I started it on a trip or something, but definitely been picking up, especially when I got my shows going on. The body has been like flying by because I've been doing it so mindlessly. But I've just been having a chill day at home. Slept in a little bit, but been doing house chores and a lot of editing here and there. So I probably won't be able to do more knitting until a little later tonight, but that's my top update and my blocking update. Hi guys, it's much later now, but I just decided it is time to do a try on of this. I don't think I've tried this on at all yet, which is a little bit risky of me. So I'm gonna grab my cable connector and I'm gonna connect another cable so that I can try it on for the very first time. Call me lazy. Now that I have the stopper and it's pretty snug, I think I'm just gonna leave this side as is. I think it should be okay. And we're just going to connect this cable to the other side. These have been awesome so far, by the way. I love them. Not just because they're cute, they're so functional. Here is the try-on. I feel like it's a little tighter than my other one, and the stitches themselves look a lot tighter than the other top I made. I think it's just my tension and I'm figuring it out, but I think it looks really good. I definitely want it to be a little bit longer, but I don't know when to start doing the ribbing. I just looked at the pattern and the ribbing is 6 rounds total at the end. I have no clue how much this will last, so this is gonna be a bit of a gamble for me. But on the bright side, I think this is looking good. The only thing is I know I want this to cover my belly button. button, and I think it will. So we're just gonna get the needles back on, get back to knitting, and whenever it feels right, then we'll start doing the ribbing. There's gotta be a better way to do this, like with the math. All right, so I don't think this is gonna be completely accurate, but it should at least give me a little better of a gauge. I have my Sabai top number 1 laying on top of my Sabai top number 2. This one's been blocked, and also, as I was saying, I feel like the stitches on my second one I've made are a lot tighter than this one, so it's not a perfect comparison, but this one used exactly 3 spools of yarn, and I'm hoping to use the same amount for this one. It's also rolling a lot, but when I pull it down, it looks like we're pretty close to being there. So I think I might do maybe like 4 or 5 more rounds and then start with the ribbing. I just really don't want to start the ribbing and run out of yarn. That's the bigger fear. So maybe we'll play it safe. Maybe I'll do 4 more rounds. Should I do 3? I think I could do 4. I'm gonna do 4. It is official. I have started doing the 1x1 rib. You cannot tell yet, but I basically have 6 more rounds and then I'm done with the whole top. I think this should be, but let's hope this is enough to do the 6 more rounds. Finally the moment. I've started casting off. Did I do this right? Yes, I think I did. Pattern says to do ribbing for 4 rows, but I ended up doing it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 rows. Just because I had enough yarn and I wanted to make the top as long as possible, or basically like, I didn't really care how long the ribbing was. I just wanted the top to be as long as possible. You saw my whole dilemma earlier. I had no idea how long to make it. Plus, I don't really care if the ribbing is longer, so long as it's not longer than this at the top. And the top one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. So that matches better in my book, but we're just gonna be casting off. I'm so excited to finish this tonight. Just finished off my top and she's looking so cute. This is what the bottom of it looks like. It matches the top. I feel like just the little bit of ribbing actually adds so much detail. Like, it feels like a different top, which I love, and I'm so glad that I got to try out. I believe this is the number 1 version. The number 2 is the stockinette through the whole thing, and I love it, and I'm so excited to block it and wear it soon. And I'm actually kind of surprised that I finished it in this video, but other than that, I'm just gonna end off this video here. I wanted to thank you guys so much for joining me, and I can't believe we finished up all of our, I guess the first 2 didn't really count as WIPs because it was just blocking, but honestly that was all I had on my work in progress list, so I'm so happy. I guess now this is on my work in progress to block, but I think I'll be able to do that this week. I'm just so happy I finished everything, and just wanted to thank you guys for crafting with me as always. If you're working on a craft while you're watching this video, as always, let me know down below. Other than that, I'm gonna end off the video here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.